ChatGPT is a language model developed by OpenAI based on the GPT, Generative Pre-trained Transformer, architecture. It uses deep learning techniques to understand and generate human-like text based on the input it receives. Here's a high-level overview of how ChatGPT works. Pre-training. ChatGPT is trained on a large corpus of text data from the internet. It learns to predict the next word in a sentence using a technique called unsupervised learning. The model captures patterns, grammar, and context from the training data. Transformer architecture. ChatGPT utilizes the transformer architecture, which consists of multiple layers of self-attention and feed-forward neural networks. This architecture allows the model to effectively capture long-range dependencies and contextual information in the text. Fine-tuning. After pre-training, ChatGPT goes through a process called fine-tuning. It is trained on a more specific dataset that is carefully generated with human reviewers. These reviewers follow guidelines provided by OpenAI to review and rate potential model outputs for a range of example inputs. This process helps the model learn to generate more useful and safe responses. Input processing. When you interact with ChatGPT, your input is tokenized into smaller units, such as words or subwords, and converted into numerical representations that the model can understand. These tokens are then passed through the layers of the model. Generating responses. The model processes the input tokens and generates a probability distribution over the possible next tokens. It samples from this distribution to generate the initial response. The sampling process introduces randomness, resulting in varied and sometimes creative responses. Iterative conversation. ChatGPT can handle back-and-forth conversations by extending the conversation history. The model maintains context by encoding the conversation history along with the current input. Safety measures. OpenAI has implemented safety mitigations to reduce harmful and biased outputs. The fine-tuning process includes guidelines to ensure that the model produces safe and reliable responses. However, no model is perfect, and OpenAI encourages users to provide feedback on problematic outputs to improve the system further. It's important to note that while ChatGPT can generate impressive responses, it may occasionally produce incorrect or nonsensical answers. It's also sensitive to the phrasing and context of the input, and small changes in the input can lead to different outputs.